Alright, welcome back na naman sa ating panibagong episode of Dark Origins of Famous Fairy Tales. And today, we're talking about the OG girl boss. Yan, yung nag-disguise bilang lalaki, lumaban sa gera, tapos niligtas ang buong China like it's just another Tuesday. Yes, correct guys. Mulan. Pero, what if I told you na yung kwento niya, hindi siya love letter sa women empowerment. It was actually a long, sneaky way to say na, be strong, but don't forget to shut up later. Ang harsh, no? And the wildest part, we all thought na she was a symbol of rebellion. Pero guys, Mulan was actually created to keep women in their place. So yes, buckle up dahil today we're going deep sa likod ng kwento ni Mulan. Let's go. So guys, kilala natin si Mulan, 'di ba, bilang badass na warrior na naging hero despite living in a man's world, right? So Disney gave us this girl na sumalungat sa expectations. Pero did you know na Mulan's story wasn't even meant to empower women? At yung OG version niya, walang mushu, walang "Who is that girl I see?" May pakanta pa. At definitely walang love story. Ang totoo, her legend was written during a time na gusto ng gobyerno i-frame ang perfect woman. Obedient, self-sacrificing, and never a threat. Pero, teka, before we go there, no, rewind muna tayo. Ang pinakaunang version ng kwento ni Mulan ay galing sa isang poem noong 5th to 6th century during the Northern Wei Dynasty. So, ang title nito is The Ballad of Mulan. So guys, wala tong author, walang exact year, pero preserved siya sa Yefu Shiji, isa siyang Song Dynasty anthology. So, the story goes like this. The government sends out this huge memo like, guys, may gera, lahat ng pamilya required magpadala ng isang lalaki to fight. Walang exemption. So, syempre, gera na naman, another war, another wave of forced recruitment. Now, si Mulan, she overhears her family stressing out. Ang tatay niya una, retired na war veteran, and second, super thunders na guys. Like, one trip to the battlefield and you're dead kind of old. So in other words, pag sumabak siya sa gera, for sure, it's a suicide mission. Wala rin siyang kapatid na lalaki. So now, Mulan's like, shit. If hindi ako mag-step up, goodbye na lang sa tatay ko. Sige, lavar na lang ang person. So, anong ginawa ni Mulan? She cuts her hair, borrows her dad's armor, and signs up for a war under a fake name, posing as a dude. Yes, guys, just like that. Walang drama, walang grand farewell. She just dips. Mic drop. See you never, mom. So, for the next 12 years, Mulan fought side by side with the man. Yes, guys, 12 freaking years. Hindi siya nabuko, walang nakaalam na babae siya, and take note, hindi siya average soldier. She was skilled, respected, and trusted. Nakarating sila sa battlefield ng Yellow River. Tumawid sila ng bundok, nilabanan ng mga invading tribes. She faced near-death situations, hunger, frostbite, pero she survived every single one. Hanggang sa natapos na yung gera, at bilang pasasalamat, the emperor summoned her. He wanted to reward her bravery. So, emperor was like, you fought well. Lodi ka. Gusto mo ba ng promotion, gold, a comfy government job? And sabi ni Mulan, nah, I'm good. I just wanna go home. Like a total legend, no thirst for power, no ego. Just pure, I did my job now. Peace out. Sayonara. So, umuwi na siya sa probinsya nila, and for the first time in 12 years, nagpalit siya ng pamabaing damit, guys. And she lets her hair down, sheds the armor, and walks out as her actual self and greet her companions, yung mga kasama niya na sundalo. So, yung mga kasama niya sa war, literal na mind blown sila, na Shakira sila, guys, na loka sila. Sabi nila, wait, what? Babae ka pala? Sa 12 years ating magkasama na nakipaglaban sa war, hindi man lang namin napansin na babae ka pala. Yup, the plot twist of the freaking century. So, guys, ito yung final part ng poem, translated in English, na sagot ni Mulan dun sa mga kasama niya sa war. Sabi niya, some say the male rabbit's paws tend to thump and move about, while the female rabbit's eyes are soft and hazy. But really, when they run side by side, can you tell which is male and which is female? In other words, guys, ang meaning nung sagot ni Mulan, kapag magkatabi daw na tumatakbo ang lalaki at babaeng kuneho, hindi mo na alam kung alin ang alin. It's a poetic way of saying na gender doesn't matter on the battlefield. strength is strength. Or in today's terms, kung pareho kayong lumalaban, it doesn't matter kung girl ka o boy. So this line is super powerful kasi it low-key challenges gender roles, especially sa panahong sinulat siya na sobrang ahead of its time. And that's it. No love story, no wedding, no awkward drama, walang motion, walang reflection moment, walang fireworks. So, to recap, una, she risked her life para lang hindi mamatay ang tatay niya. Pangalawa, nag-disguise siya as a man and fooled the entire army for 12 years. Pangatlo, she survived the war, declined power, and never asked for glory. Then, she just disappeared into history like nothing happened. Yung original ballad of Mulan, guys, walang kilig, walang pakyut, walang trauma dump. Just a girl who saved her family, served her country, and walked away with nothing but her dignity intact. Now guys, here's where things get really dark. Yung kwento ni Mulan, akala natin it's this empowering legend na nagpapatunay na kaya ng babae ang kahit anong role. Pero if you dig deeper, you will realize na she wasn't created to break rules. Instead, she was designed to protect them. Okay, let me explain. The original version was written during the Northern Wei Dynasty, a time kung saan Shanbei women actually had rights. They could fight, own land, at hindi sila confined sa bahay. So yes, the first Mulan, she made sense. A female warrior, normal lang. But as time passed, especially nung pumasok na ang Confucianism sa Chinese society, lahat yan nagbago. Confucian values push this whole narrative of ang babae sa bahay lang tahimik, obedient, loyal. And so, they took the story of Mulan and slowly rewrote her into someone else. Sa mga later versions, nilagyan na ng love interest. Yung iba, tinegi siya sa ending. Yung iba naman, ginawa siyang royal blood. At yung iba, pinilit siya magpakasal after the war. There's even one version where tinegi niya ang sarili niya dahil ayaw niya ikasal to some emperor dude. So, talk about a dark as fuck plot twist. They started reshaping her story not to inspire, but to control. So, ginamit ang kwento niya to send a message to women na nagsasabi na, yes, you can be brave, pero wag masyado. Okay lang lumaban, pero dapat para sa pamilya, hindi para sa sarili mo. Yes, girl, be strong. But don't forget maglaba ka after mo mag-save ng bansa. Sa madaling salita, Mulan was used not as a symbol of rebellion, but as a blueprint for obedience. And the wildest part, hindi natin agad napansin, di ba? We grew up thinking na she was the rebel. Pero sa tunay na kasaysayan, she was the cautionary tale disguised as a hero. Diba guys, sabi ko kanina, iba-iba ang version ni Mulan through the years. Ito ay depende sa kung anong gusto ng society sa kanya. Okay, so let me break it down for you. Noong Northern Wei era, si Mulan ay isang warrior, malaya, may sariling choice. Literal na strong, independent women. Sa Tang at Song dynasties naman, ginawa siyang simbolo ng loyalty at pagiging dutiful daughter. So, family first ang atake ni ate girl dito. Sa Ming at Qing dynasties naman, ito na, tragedy central. Ginawa siyang obedient, self-sacrificing at minsan tegi siya sa ending. Sa Disney 1998 version, ano naman siya, feminist fantasy, girl power, save China, get the man with a killer soundtrack. At sa Disney 2020 version, para siyang superhero na may chi powers na galing sa Hogwarts of Martial Arts. Para naging live action anime siya pero medyo nawala ng puso. So, even sa Disney, parang hindi sila makadecide kung anong version ng Mulan ang gusto nila. Kasi yung 1998 na animated Mulan, it had heart, soul. Yung boses ni Lea Salonga, sobrang iconic, di ba? Pero yung 2020 live action remake, visually gorgeous, yes. Pero emotionally, ang sabi, parang wala daw soul. At ito pa, they shot major parts of the movie sa Xinjiang. Yes, the same region linked to mass human rights violations against Uyghur Muslims. Tapos sa dulo, nagpasalamat pa sila sa Chinese authorities sa end credits like, thanks sa location, kahit human rights nightmare siya. Kaloka, di ba? Meanwhile, in China, hindi rin bet ng mga tao yung live action Mulan. Most reactions were like, ano to? Hindi naman to amoy Chinese. Parang Hollywood version ng Chinese cosplay naman to. Others said, walang puso, parang pinilit maging cultural pero walang connection. So in short, hindi siya feel. Para lang siyang high-budget fanfiction na sobrang polished pero walang kaluluwa. So what's the moralization for today's story, guys? Ang story ni Mulan, akala natin tungkol lang sa tapang. Pero kung titingnan natin na mabuti, ginamit siya ng iba't ibang panahon para sabihin sa mga babae kung paano dapat kumilos. Minsan ginawa siyang warrior, minsan ginawa siyang martyr, minsan naging tragic ending siya. Pero lahat yan guys para lang mag-fit sa kung anong ideal version ng babae ang uso noon or uso sa kada century. Pero ang totoo, kahit gaano ka pakalakas o katapang, laging may taong susubok kontrolin ng kwento mo. Laging may magdidikta kung sino ka dapat, kung paano ka dapat magbihis, magsalita, magdesisyon. And maybe the real act of courage today isn't fighting in a war, pero yung panindigan mo kung sino ka talaga. Kasi sa dami ng version ng ikaw na gusto ng mundo, ikaw pa rin ang may final say sa ending ng kwento mo. And yan guys, that's the dark, twisted evolution of Mulan. From folklore hero to propaganda icon to Disney princess to feminist debate piece. But here's a question for all of you. Ayan o. If Mulan was created today, sa tingin nyo guys, what would her story look like? Would she still go to war? Would she survive cancel culture? Would she join the army or go viral on TikTok for doing sword tricks with the gender filter on? Let me know in the comments. At syempre, anong fairy tale na naman ang gusto nyong hukayin natin next? Just drop your story suggestions sa Comsec. Malay mo yan ang next story time natin. And again, this has been Sa Likod ng Kwento with me, Apple Season. And as always, don't forget to follow, like, share, and save. And subscribe na rin sa aking YouTube channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!